This week holds more for you than meets the eye. The situations you face now may feel ordinary, but underneath them lies the chance for real progress and lasting change. Pay attention to the people, the choices, and the moments that come your way. They're here to guide you forward. Let's step into this reading and see why this week is such a big one for you. Welcome in, my beautiful Taurus friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. All right, let's go ahead, call in spirit to open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear. So I wanted to first start with a angelic activation oracle. These are your guardian angels that are coming forward to you today with a message. So let's see what they're wanting to share with you here. So we are getting Archangel Jophiel. She is coming forward today, and some of you might be seeing someone or seeing people that resemble this angel. It's a confirmation that you are, in fact, in the presence of earth angels. So Jophiel is asking you to weed your thoughts, Taurus. There are weeds in your thoughts. So your mind is like a garden, a space that requires time and attention. Take the time to weed out the thoughts and feelings you know are spoiling the beauty. Release from your mental space the recurring stories that you are telling yourself, especially as though those that are hooked into the energy of fear. Instead, think about what you desire. Remember what lights you up and enjoy the blessings that are in your life right now. Let flowers bloom from your loving thoughts. So I'm being called to read this to you one more time, Taurus. So once again, your mind is like a garden. You have to tend to it. A space that requires your time and attention. Take the time to weed out the thoughts and feelings you know are spoiling the beauty. Release from your mental space the recurring stories that you are telling yourself, especially those that are hooked into the energy of fear. Instead, think about what you desire. Remember what lights you up and enjoy the blessings that are in your life. Let flowers bloom from your loving thoughts. So you want to shift whatever mindset you're in into the mindset of love, especially this week and the couple weeks ahead after that. So I do have an affirmation and activation for you today. So feel free to write this down and use it, or seal it in the comment section below. My thoughts are seeds that blossom. My thoughts are seeds that blossom. So that is your message from guardian angel, Archangel Jophiel. So yeah, what a beautiful message here. So just having awareness around what it is that you're thinking. Sometimes we are unintentionally aware of what it is that we're thinking. So when you catch yourself in a thought pattern that is creating an emotion, you're starting to feel a certain way, you start to then output that energy, and that starts to shift your reality. When we keep it in a place of love, joy, and excitement, we start to see that around us as well. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So the Sun card, you want to stay in the energy of light right now. There's a lot of growth, a lot of blossoming that is happening in your garden. The sun is shining brightly, and I feel that it is nourishing you at this time. So they want you to connect with the energy of the sun and the light in your life. We've got some sunflowers here. I feel the sunflowers are coming in as signs for some of you. So you might be seeing sunflowers around, or you're eating sunflowers, or you're making something with sunflower oil. That's coming through as well. Now we have a white horse and we have a red flag. So you might be seeing these as signs in your world as well. So the Sun card is a major arcana card, so this energy is going to be prominent in your life. However, it does tend to be in the background. So some of you are going to experience this energy intensely, while others you're going to experience it subtly. We have the Seven of Wands. So because your garden is growing, I feel it is magnetic. It is going to attract energies into its space, including weeds. Right? So this is about protecting this garden, tending to it, putting your energy and effort to pulling out the weeds and making sure that garden is nourished. It has the right soil, the right amount of water, right? The right amount of sun in order to grow. You have to tend to this. So you are the gatekeeper. You are the bouncer of your energetic space, your energetic garden. That is the Seven of Wands. And look at this, Queen of Wands. Look at you flourish. Oh my goodness. I'm just getting goosebumps from even seeing this card. Look at the abundance of sunflowers. You're in this place where you're able to harvest and you're able to share, and you're within the energy of abundance. This is what it is. You are creating from this space. So the next couple of weeks, as we move out of September into October, it is just going to be a very powerful time of growth for you, Taurus. So yeah, they want you to make sure that you understand what kind of garden you are trying to grow and what kind of energy you are showing up within that garden in. So I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. Whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. Taurus, I love it when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. I love this card. Look at all of these sunflowers, everyone. So you're going to have to share with me how these sunflowers are showing up in your life. Like, where are you seeing them? How are you using them? Is there something that you're making with it? Like, I'm getting some sort of cream or something that has to do with sunflowers. And I'm getting someone in their kitchen cooking quite a bit. So maybe you have an apron that has sunflowers on it. All right, so before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today, so those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind. But also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs, because sometimes they put the pieces together for you. So yes, I'm getting someone. Is there somebody named Flower out there? Like a flower. Maybe someone used to call you a flower. For some reason, I'm getting someone calling another person a flower, like a name. So that's popping in through the sun card. So we have a lot of beautiful, bright light in your life. And I feel this is a connection, you, higher self, and source. Like there's this powerful activation that is happening within you through the connection with this higher power, this source energy. So the sun is going to be incredibly powerful for you right now, Taurus. So I feel that you are meant to get more sunlight. I don't know if any of you have been staying up at night and you're not out in the day. You're just not going outside. You're more about the nightlife. You're more active in the evening hours. It's time to reconnect with the sun for a little while. I feel the sun is a source of energy that is going to replenish and recharge you and give you what it is that you feel you need from something else, but it's actually needed from the sun. Open your windows, let the light in. And sunshine, someone was called Sunshine. I'm getting sunshine coming through. Maybe you're listening to a song that has, is talking about the sunshine. You saw an Instagram post where it had a sun. I actually recently put one up on my Instagram page, right? So it's showing me that as well. And yeah, this white horse, freedom is what you're striving for. I feel in the background, there's freedom that you're desiring, and maybe there's no understanding of what that actually looks like, but you're actually moving towards it. There's so much freedom coming in, opportunities, like you're really being blessed at this time. Taurus, I feel that Spirit is wanting you to reconnect with what's real for you. Maybe you have kind of stepped outside of that a little bit. This could be in a relationship, this could be in work, but I'm feeling this like illusion here, like a layer of illusion, and you're feeling that layer of illusion. They're actually dissolving this, but they need you to look for the abundance in your life, look for the growth, look for the happiness, and stay within that vibration and frequency, because when you're moving into the darker energies, they can grab a hold of you. And right now it does feel like some of you are going through some sort of testy, turbulent energies that are interfering with your energetic space, your garden. So it's time to weed those out now, because there's so much growth coming in, and it is coming in from a place of light, not from darkness. So if you're diving into the darkness to pull that out and use as light, that's not going to work. Long term, that's not going to work. It's actually going to come crumbling down. And because the sun is in your cards, it's amplifying the energy of the Seven of Wands. So people energy, it's going to feel like there's a lot of pressure around people, or people are putting pressure on you. Like I'm feeling that maybe some of you are feeling pressure right now, and you can say no. No is a complete sentence. Keep your healthy boundaries up and stand up for what is right and true for you. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, but make sure you're in the energy of love. Love is going to be the way here. You don't want to react to things because things are going to be amplified. This is what the sun does. Growth, amplification, right? Too much of this is not good, right? So you want to be careful of ego here, and it could be other people's ego. So know that the energy and the theme of the sun is coming in, and some of you might interpret this card a different way. You can share that with us in the comment section below, how the sun is coming into your life. And again, red, I'm getting hot energy, anger, rising, right? So be mindful of this. Like you can actually take this energy and convert it from within you and shine it as love. And the more you do that, you're going to see that expanding. So healthy boundaries here. It doesn't mean that you're meant to hold a wall up. I'm getting someone that is either isolating themselves or feels isolated in some way. Like there's this fear here. And maybe there's a fear of putting up your healthy boundaries because what are people going to think? Like, what if you did say no to somebody? What if they don't like you anymore? Right? This, sometimes we think about these things. I've done that. I'm sometimes like, oh, wait a minute, I'm doing that old pattern again. Okay, so you know what? And I've always been a person who didn't really care what people thought of me. I used to when I was younger. I was a mute, believe it or not, from like elementary school up until about grade 11. I was so shy. I was introverted, and people thought I was a mute because I wouldn't talk, because I was so scared to talk. And all of a sudden in grade 11, it just sparked, and I just started talking, and people are like, what the heck? You have a lot to say. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with feeling the way I was feeling, not being who I wanted to be, who I really was, doing the things that other people wanted for me, because I was people pleasing. So now I have some healthy boundaries up. There have been times in my life when the healthy boundaries, I haven't stood by them, and I've been taken advantage of, taken for granted, right? So, and I know when I don't do that, and it's like, you just have to regain that strength. It's like, oh, I got to do this again. Why does this happen? All these things like, oh, this is just awful. Why does this keep, these kinds of thoughts. Keep your mind clear. Remember, this is why Archangel Jophiel is with you, to weed your thoughts. This is why you got this as a first message. This is the energy here within the Seven of Wands. I'm getting Seven of Swords coming in. I keep wanting to call this Seven of Swords. So I feel there's like a mental battle here as well, right? Having to fight with yourself to keep these boundaries up. I know that in my own life, whenever I have to stand my ground to keep a boundary, it doesn't feel good. And I just hate being that person, right? But it only lasts for a little while. So I'm like, okay, it's going to suck for a little bit here, but I have to do this. And I always make sure that I'm doing it out of love, even though it still doesn't feel good. And I feel bad afterwards as well, because I just don't like being that person. But sometimes we just have to do that. So Taurus, people energy here. You don't want to close yourself off to people. You're meant to connect, right? But you want to listen to your inner knowing, your intuition, because I'm getting like you being pulled around by people. This might not be everyone. It could be just a certain individual that's always pulling and tugging at you. And it doesn't feel good. This is all I'm getting here. It doesn't feel good, right? And maybe you're not sure exactly what it is that's bothering you. Maybe you don't even know it's a person. It's just the energy. It's your environment. Maybe this has to do with your work or your home. Like I'm feeling someone that is spending a lot of time somewhere, and there's like interference within a connection or a relationship. So maybe someone is overstepping their boundaries with you, and you're not keeping those boundaries up. Maybe you don't even know that you have boundaries, right? We have to teach people how to treat us. The only way they're going to know is when we share that with them, when we let them know what our boundaries are. Otherwise, it's not their fault because they don't know. So a lot of times in my own experience, I'm like, you know what? I haven't even told this person that I'm not into that, or I'm not about that, or I don't like this, right? I have to tell them so they know. So yeah, you have to tell them so they know, right? So 7 is a very spiritual number. It is connected to the energy of God. This is what I believe. You might not believe this, But this is, you know, angels. So you are going to receive signs from your angels, and they're already there. This is why you have to stay open and not guarded, because sometimes we can think of earth angels as energies that are attacking us. But sometimes we have relationships, and this is what it all is, any relationship. They're there to teach us. So there's something that you're learning within an experience that you're having that may feel a little bit testy right now. Don't take this personally. Just know that you are actually expanding, you're leveling up. There's also some sort of an energy that is completing. Okay, something is ending here, and within that, you are stepping into a new experience. And this is the energy and experience of the Queen of Pentacles. So this is so beautiful. I love it when I pull this card for everyone, because it lets me know that you are safe, you are protected, and you're already surrounded by abundance. And all you have to do, if you're not experiencing abundance around you, they want you to open yourself up to it. Because wherever there is darkness, there is also light. Light is right there equally as there is darkness. And sometimes it's our mindset, the lens that we're wearing, what we're choosing to see. And you know, our past experiences can sometimes interrupt our experience of abundance, like because we've gone through challenges. Maybe someone did step over our boundaries, mistreat you, take you to, you know, take advantage of you and these kinds of things. So then we close ourselves off. You're not meant to do that. You're meant to be brightly open. You're meant to let the sun, and you're meant to grow. Self-love here is going to be incredibly important as you are moving through the next couple of weeks in your life. This week especially. It doesn't matter when you show up in this reading, Taurus. This could be a year from when I posted it, or it could be 6 months later. This week and the upcoming weeks, there is something unfolding that is absolutely beautiful and full of miracles. I want you to believe this. I want you to center yourself within the energy. So when you take a look at the Queen of Pentacles, what do you feel and see with her? You know, how can you connect this energy to yourself, right? How can you cultivate this and create it? Because you are a creator. You have no idea how powerful you are. Spirit is about to show you. You're going to find this and connect it with your power here within the Seven of Wands, where it is supercharging you, and you're going to become a magnetic manifester, like an amplified manifester. And you know, you naturally have the ability to manifest. If you desire something, Taurus, you're going to make sure that you create it. And yes, there are times where sometimes you disconnect from that, but you always come back to it. You know this about yourself, Taurus. So they're reconnecting you with something that is you, right? And it's, you know, that's the light that you're meant to shine. You're meant to show up as your true self in your soul's essence, and you're meant to protect this. Right now, over the next little while, tend to your garden. Make sure there are no weeds there or energies that are interfering with the abundance there. Spirit is taking some of you back to an experience in your life. This is for those of you that feel like you have been sidetracked and you're not within the energy of abundance and love right now. Those of you that are actually in the energy of abundance here, what is it that you're doing in your daily life right now that is contributing to you being connected to this? Share with us all. Because I feel the Taurus collective right now is elevating. There's a lot of you that are experiencing spiritual graduation is the words that they're using here. Like you are graduating spiritually. And when we go through that kind of a graduation, there's a little bit of hardship around it, right? When we experience that hardship, it is actually a sign that we are changing, growing. There's something good coming in, and we are actually activating a superpower within us. Right? If you are not connected to this, create some sort of a daily routine where you are reconnecting with yourself. I like to do meditation. I like to exercise as well. So I like to do flowy kind of exercises because I feel like my body needs to move and it needs to flow. Some of you might not be into that, but for me, flow and exercise really reconnects me with myself, right? So, and music for me. I'm getting a song about sunflowers. Is there a song that you're listening to that has to do with sunflowers? Like the sunflower energy is incredibly strong, and I feel it's because we have it here in both of these cards. I'm also getting buttercups coming in. So, and a floral dress. Look at her dress. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful dress. So perhaps some of you have been recently wearing floral dresses, maybe spending more time in your garden, I'm just getting a divine feminine energy, right? The divine masculine is at play here, and this is where you want to implement that divine masculine, but you also want to immerse yourself in the experience of abundance that's already there. Like, you want to find it and you want to stay within that, and we're meant to cultivate it. So I have a daily routine. I mention this all the time because I feel it's important for us to keep ourselves centered through a daily routine, a rhythm, and a flow. For me, it's worked, and I implemented one when I was 16 years old. Can you believe that? I don't know what made me do that, but I felt like if I had a steady schedule, a daily routine, and it wasn't like all of a sudden I had one. I had to explore and see what worked for me. And when I felt good in an energy, so I get up at a certain time, 6:30 in the morning. I like to listen to music as a form of meditation as I'm getting ready and preparing for the day. And my schedule is very set. I have to have certain things in my life in order for myself to stay centered and balanced. And again, you have the ability here, Taurus, to create something solid and grounded and rooted within your own energy. So keep that in mind. Implement something that works for you. Okay, so pineapple. I'm seeing a pineapple behind her head here, and this is the expansion within your consciousness that is opening your perspective to see things differently. But also, pineapple is coming in as a sign. Maybe you've been eating pineapples. Pineapple Express is coming through as well. So many ways that some of these signs come through, and I'm getting like another plant or fruit that looks like this pineapple, but it might be in a different color. So Archangel Jophiel's message, I'm going to read you the interpretation from the guidebook here. So Gij. All right. So Jophiel. Jophiel's name means the beauty of God. And she is an angel of light and grace here to help us find. I'm going to read this one more time. So Jophiel's name means the beauty of God, and she is an angel of light and grace here to help us find the beauty of life. She is mentioned in many mystical texts, including the Zohar, the central book of Kabbalah, and as a guardian of the Torah, and is often considered a keeper of the Garden of Eden. As her name suggests, she is all about honoring beauty and finding beauty in all things. With her connection to the Garden of Eden, she is associated with nature and best felt out in the natural world. So we all have bad apples in our mind, old recurring thoughts and stories, often ones that repeat old family history or keep us small, unhealed, limited, and stuck. Right now, Taurus, you know which thoughts aren't serving you because angels are bringing them to your attention and encouraging you to spend more time thinking the thoughts that are working in your favor. See how far you've come, what you've overcome, and how you've healed rather than the other things, right? So all of these positive reflections are going to propel you forward. Your mind is a garden and you are the gardener. So some of you might be gardeners out there. You may have been tending to an actual garden in your life. So I've got an activation here, an affirmation. Feel free to write this down and use it or seal it in the comment section below. My thoughts are seeds that blossom. Look at that. They're sharing that with you one more time, this affirmation. So let's go ahead, seal and close this reading off with an angel number. Now, some of you might already be seeing this angel number. It's a confirmation for you. Now, number frequencies that are coming in are number 13 and the number 7. So you might be seeing these numbers around. Okay, so it's just letting you know that you're connected to this message, to this reading, to this energy. So your angel number today is 101, starting over. It's okay to start over with your boundaries, right? The way or anything else, not just your boundaries, but anything else as well. So happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failures is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It is in the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. Fails, I know it's hard to believe that fails and mistakes are fun. But, anytime I find myself failing or making a mistake, I just get back up, shake it off, and move forward. It's hard to do, but when we practice doing it, the better we get with it. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, those of you that have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for your love and support, everyone. I wanted to officially announce that I've launched another channel. It is called The Sacred Oracles. I'll leave you a link in the description box below. It's something that's been sitting within me for a long time, and now it's finally taken shape. And I've got my first video up already, a reading for you and a welcome video. So make sure you go check that out. It is an opportunity for me to express my creativity through different divination tools to bring you more messages. So yeah, go check that out on the other channel. And thank you again so much for your love and support here, everyone. Until the next time. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.